Welcome to the Business Spotlight Series. My name is Donna Kapmeyer, CEO and firm owner of Action Coach in Coastal Bend in South Texas, and I will be your host for today. I'm very excited to have our special guest, Toni Jimenez, on our show. Toni is the founder and sister-preneur of Chica Beauty LLC, and today we're going to talk to her about her business, her journey of business ownership, some challenges, successes, and have her share what it's really like to own and operate a business as an entrepreneur. If this is your first time on the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe so you get notifications when we publish new content. Well, Toni, welcome to the show. We're great to have you on.
So excited to be here with you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, let's go ahead and get started. If you could go ahead and tell our audience about your background and really how your journey began to where you are today.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that we're having this conversation right now, just because I just mentioned to you, I actually just got back from Texas A&M, their campus here in San Antonio, where I was the keynote speaker to young aspiring entrepreneurs who are high school students, who are sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and really sharing my entrepreneurial journey with them. And so kind of here full circle doing it now with you. But yeah, I feel like when I was younger, I always knew I was going to own my own business. I mean, what that was, I don't know, but in school, I always was, a leader. I took on those roles. I was captain of our softball team. I was on student council. But I knew there was just something in me that I knew one day I'm going to own my own business. So that kind of just stayed with me, ended up in college, getting an entrepreneurship degree or business degree in entrepreneurship. So yeah, there's just always been that drive and like feeling inside of me that I knew I was going to own my own business. And here I am as a serial entrepreneur now in my 5th year with my sister with Chica Beauty. So yeah, it's just been exciting, an exciting journey.
Fantastic. Love that. So let's talk about the hard stuff first. What were some of the biggest mistakes that you made along the way to getting to where you are? And what did you learn from them?
Yeah, I think some of the biggest mistakes that I think is really believing in certain things that I guess we set forth for ourselves as far as like business goals that we have. I feel like it's okay to navigate. I feel like one of the things is that we can be really hard on ourselves as entrepreneurs. There's a lot of self-doubt in this space. And one of the things that I've learned is to understand like, and my sister told me this from one of her previous bosses, is like take time to appreciate the wins and the gains. And sometimes we neglect to do that. And I know I was definitely someone who did that. When we were on the Jennifer Hudson Show, but the next day it's like, okay, we need to get back to business. We got to figure out who our next customer is going to be. We got to figure out our costing, like our strategy. But it's something that I've learned is that I need to step back, Mei-Lon, and I need to appreciate like the successes that we have done. But a lot of times it's hard because it's always like that next struggle you're going through. How do you get over that? How do you keep growing and scaling your business? So those some of the obstacles I think that I've currently faced right now, I guess, as just a normal person too, and having to balance, the family time, and then especially with my sister, since we are sisters, to be able to balance that. Like it's sister time, and then it's like business sister time. So um, just some of the things that we are figuring out.
Fantastic. So you'll use that as like the mistakes. It's like, you know, recognize like we just were on the Jennifer Hudson show. Holy cow, how does that happen? That doesn't happen very often for the average person, right? So because you're so driven, like you want to like, hey, what's that next thing? But like, let's slow down to, hey, wow, that's awesome. Well done.
Yeah,
So
it's hard to do that sometimes because you don't really and it's even hard doing interviews like this too, because it's like you feel like you're just talking about yourself or what you're trying to do, but it's kind of it's important though at the same time too, because you never know who's watching and getting a piece of your story that's like empowering or inspiring, the next person too. So it's it's an interesting dynamic.
you bet. So that being a challenge to celebrate successes, what else do you find have been the biggest challenges in trying to grow your business and scale your business?
Yeah, so we always obviously we set goals as a business. We have our quarterly goals, we have our yearly goals. And one of the biggest things that we're currently facing is we have put out there that we want to get into big box retail. Like see
Okay.
ourselves in Ulta. We've been trying to get into Target, things like that. We actually just flew out a couple of months ago to Bentonville to meet with the beauty buyer at Walmart. So
Mhm.
it's not as easy as someone thinks, obviously, to get into big box retail. So we're learning as it goes for what it's really going to take, the cost it's going to take, the risks that we're going to take. It's not as easy as just, we have our makeup, let's put it on shelves. So we're really, one of the biggest things we're trying to figure out is where we fit. So we've been on QVC and HSN and we saw great success there. So we're kind of
Mhm.
re-navigating. Maybe it's not big box retail at this point. It really is our customer lives on QVC and HSN. So one of the challenges is trying to figure out, again, yes, we're proud we're a San Antonio based brand, but we're thinking big. We've just partnered with Ipsy. They're the largest beauty subscription box in the world. So we're across the country and in Mexico. So we are thinking big. We want to have an impact, not only in the beauty space, but beyond beauty. So yeah, one of the things that we're figuring out is how we're going to scale, where we're going to scale. And it's okay to say it. I'm going to say it like it. Maybe it's not. It's not the big box retail is where we're headed, because we do so well with D2C, and B2B too. So anyhow, yeah, I'm sharing a lot.
Awesome. No, and this is exactly what our audience needs. So thank you. Thank you for sharing and being open and honest about that. What do you believe differentiates your company from others that are in your industry?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that we are authentic to who we are. Like when Mei-Lon and I started this together, I even share, I mean, when you go down those makeup aisles, you're overwhelmed. There's so much product. Most of us are not makeup artists. Like in high school,
Right.
I mean, I'm wearing a lot more than I usually did just because I had that speaking engagement, but
Mhm.
I'm usually lip gloss, maybe my tinted moisturizer, like my everyday, but sometimes I need that lipstick to feel like confident and beautiful. So we really are about real women, real girls. We're not a celebrity focused makeup brand. We really are more of like women empowerment. We want you to feel comfortable in your own skin. We don't, if whatever makes you feel beautiful, we want you to feel that. And we say we go beyond beauty. So we partner with nonprofits like with Nabo Essays, who we just help with too right now too. And Girl Scouts, Girls Inc. We have an adopt a spot. So a way that we separate ourselves is we know the importance of giving back to our community because our parents raised us that way. So it's just ingrained in us. It's who we are. That's why our motto is get it, Chica. We want you to like go out there and get
Yeah.
it, girl. Like do what you need to get done. I mean, it's literally, I have it right here. It's literally get it, Chica.
Love
Um,
that.
so I think that's our biggest thing. And we're all about a sisterhood too. But I think just being authentic to who we are really, and we want you to feel confident in your own skin, but it's about going out there, conquering your dreams, the bigger picture of that too. So it's not just about the beauty parts, more than that is what we love to say and we're passionate about.
I can see that. I can
Yeah,
feel it.
I know. I get a
That's
little excited when we
wonderful.
start
And
talking.
it
Yeah,
comes out very well.
yeah. And sometimes my sister, I start talking more about like the our Chica Gives initiative and partnering and how we, do volunteer cleanups. We do volunteer speaking, to young girls. And I'm like, wait, we got to focus on the makeup. We're a high quality makeup essentials. You're gonna love our makeup. But the way we're able to give back is through our makeup. So it's just like an added bonus too. But it's just great when people understand the mission and the vision behind Chica Beauty too.
Beautiful, beautiful. Where do you see this business being in the next 5 years? What are your aspirations for it? You talked about different approaches that you're doing to going into different markets. What does
Yeah.
five
So
years look like for you?
yeah, again, I think going back to, even though I said is brick and mortar. I mean, I think
Mhm.
we do want to have our own headquarter here in San Antonio, our first like flagship store. I think that's definitely on our agenda and goal for the 5 years. And then we do still see ourselves in like the Ultas, the Anthropologies
Yeah.
stores, or like that kind of store. But we really, again, going into with Ipsy, partnering with Ipsy and being in Mexico, we're really excited to continue growing, internationally. So that's on our agenda for the next 5 years too. And we know it's feasible because we actually went to Shop Talk in Spain, or in London, I'm sorry, in London, and people there were already like, we need you over here. Like, how do we get you into Boots? How do we get you into here? They want, and they're connecting with us and they want products like us. So we know the need is there. It's just how do we get there? So the next 5 years, I mean, yeah, I see us going international, really expanding our brand and just having more people aware of, our beautiful products and what we're doing and giving back.
That is fantastic. Boy, that's a lot of opportunity that you have on your horizon.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited we keep saying every year is the year of the Chica. We keep saying that.
Awesome. So let's talk about success. You're experiencing success. You've got some really, again, good horizon for success. When you think about success, who do you think of and why?
Who do I think of and why when I think of success? I think of honestly my parents. So our dad is a lawyer. I mean, he is an entrepreneur. I mean, he owns his own law firm, so he has the business side of it, but also the lawyer side of it too. And I feel like we see how hard he works. I mean, he's still at work all the time. Even yesterday at the snow, he was still at his office. I feel like that is kind of like what we've seen growing up and what our work ethic is and how we want to be too. And I feel like his success is when we go out in public and people stop him and they say an impact that he's had on him or that he made on their lives. I feel like when we see that and I see that, that is success to me. Um, and then our mom too, our mom was a leader for Social Security and she was a manager, and we saw her how she went up the ranks too there at Social Security, and again her work ethic. So I feel like they're just so successful in their own ways, and that really just is instilled in both Mei-Lon, me and Mei-Lon. So yeah, honestly, those two are like the ones that just if we could be like that, that would be amazing.
Well, I think that your parents are very proud of you right now, both of you right now.
Oh, thank
So
you.
great, great role models that you've had.
Thank
That's
you.
fantastic. So what excites you about the future of this business the most?
Yeah, I think what excites me is when we are able to do like in-person pop-up events and we talk to people about the brand and Chica Beauty and the makeup and how we give back. I feel like that when people get excited with us, it makes everything like we're on the right track. We're doing it right. Like their excitement. I mean, again, you wouldn't think a makeup company would just bring that much like positivity and brings it out in them. I mean, we have people message us and they said that she had, and I know her, Cindy, she had messaged us that she had her first presentation at work and all she put on was our Mija red lipstick. And she was like, I felt confident and she nailed her meeting. And that was her first time ever like being the host of I guess a seminar that she had at her job. So it's things like that. I think that just like it gets us so excited when people like just appreciate it and they love it and they feel like they're on the journey with us, and they really are, because we wouldn't be where we are if we didn't have our customers and support systems. So it's just, I think that's just the exciting part, is we really are making a difference, and it's keeps us going on those down days for sure.
You betcha. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. If you could do this all over again, how they say hindsight's 2020, what would you do differently?
What would I do differently? Oh, that's a good question. What would I do differently? Um, I think how we started, I don't know. Gosh, what would I do differently from when we started Chica Beauty, or
Just in general, if you could do things differently, if you like had the ability to go back in time and kind of start from scratch, now that you've had all these experience to get to where you are today, would there be anything, maybe you would do anything differently, but would there be anything that you would do differently either sooner or later, or kind of along the lines of that?
yeah, I kind of think just because of my previous two entrepreneurial ventures, I think I learned so much from those that when we started Chica Beauty together as sisterpreneurs, I feel like we did kind of already have a sense of what was needed. And changing anything, I don't know. I mean, wow, that doesn't sound, I mean, I'm sure there's been a lot of challenges and like things we've overcome, but as far as things I would have changed, I don't, nothing really comes to mind. I mean, we had to navigate and pivot because we started right before the pandemic. No one was wearing makeup. We had to like really, again, pivot our business strategy and model. Um, and I'm proud of what we've accomplished together. I mean, it's unfortunate. We just saw another makeup company that we knew of. They're no longer, they just are shutting their doors. I think it's I mean, I feel like there's still goals that we want to, that are not, that we haven't attained yet too, but I don't know if there's necessarily, I don't know, is that I don't know, I can't. And
You know, you
it's not
could.
like it's a humbling thing. I don't know how to say, I mean, yeah, I feel like if anything, I feel like we're taking our own path, to be honest. Like there's no business plan or business, no one tells you exactly how to start a makeup company, where to begin with that. And I feel
Right.
like we really have navigated our own way. We do things differently. Um, I mean, we're part of NRF, their small business advocacy. We go to Washington, we meet with the senators and congressmen to advocate for small businesses. So it's kind of like we're not taking the normal path of growing our business at the same time too. Um, so I don't know. I feel like we're just taking every opportunity that comes to our way. Gosh, you really, I don't know.
You know, I don't know that you could have said it any better. You are basically full steam ahead, and you're okay. You're not living in the past. You're moving forward.
Yeah, maybe that's, I mean, I haven't heard of that, but maybe that is. It's like, and when a challenge comes, all right, let's figure it out. Let's do what we need to do onwards. Like it just, yeah, oh, you said it, I guess.
That's correct. That's what I took from it. So well said. Well
Okay,
said.
okay, good. I'm like, oh,
Well, here's your toughest question.
oh.
You know, and it's not really a tough question, but what is the best way for our audience to get in contact with you?
Oh, well, definitely. One thing again with Chica Beauty is again, we're about authenticity, being organic and how we've grown. So we love when people follow us on social media. So at Chica Beauty USA, you know, we don't have paid influencers. We're really again about real women who want to be about our sisterhood. And then obviously our website is chicabeauty.com. And that's where you can purchase all of our high quality makeup essentials that you'll love. They're clean, they're cruelty free, vegan, they're just amazing. You feel confident and beautiful, so you can go out there and get it, Chica. So yeah, so that's where you can find us.
Well, fantastic. Well, Toni, thank you for sharing your story. This has been extremely inspiring, and I truly believe that our audience will find your information and your story very valuable. This is the Business Spotlight series with Donna Kautmeyer from Action Coach at Coastal Bend and Toni Jimenez from Chica Beauty. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you can continue to see our great content. Thank you for watching and listening today, and bye for now. Thank you, Toni, very much for being on our show.
Thanks for having me. And y'all, everyone who's watching too is part of Chica Beauty now.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're all signed up.
Yeah. You're all signed up. ChicaBeauty.com. We're all part of it.